again.
No, for them. We're into a 4-speed racing then. So we get underway, and Heat 1 is away and racing. Tangle down on the Nottingham Road bend. Stu Smith, one of the cars involved, and Phil Bicknell the other. That's 139 and number 7. We've got 2 over on the chasing down on the home straight. 1 parked up down by the Nottingham Road bend fence as the lead cars come through, and it's John Sage at 159 from Paul Frost in 360. And the lead cars down around that pit turn. Onto the home straight again, and it's John Sage the leader in 159. In the next does Chandler Meadow from Paul Frost in 360. Andrew Cave running third in 438. Dave Johnson is fourth in 383. First of the Reds running fifth is Dan Clark in 203, with Ian Platt sixth in 77. And Clark is sideways on. Platt's T-bones in. That's coming off the Nottingham Road turn. That's 2 the Starmen. The leading 2 in this one gone out. First and second remain unaltered as they go to the Nottingham Road bend again and onto the back straight, where Dan Clark is reversing across track, trying to get himself straightened out and sorted out. And down around the pit turn the lead cars go. They're coming back to the home straight again. 159 John Sage the leader, gone clear now from Paul Frost in 360, with Andrew Cave still running third in 438. In fourth, it's Dave Johnson in 383, and fifth is number 2, Paul Harrison. Sixth, Dave Beresford in 260. Running seventh, it's 73, Rob Cowley, and eighth is 91, Wilf Warnes. And Ian Platts gives the big 1-2 on the back end of the lead car. Platts a lap down there and trying to make up some ground. John Sage holds it that time in the 159 car. He still leads the way. Platts looking to unlap himself. He's gone into more problems over on the far side as they go down to the pit turn. Well, the lead car coming back on the home straight is still John Sage. Won a race here Boxing Day in very wet, tricky conditions. Conditions a lot better suited tonight, and John Sage leading this one in 159. Still Paul Frost second in 360, with Dave Johnson running third in 383. The lap's ticking by, and Ian Platts manages to unlap himself this time on the home straight. First and second are close together, then it will be halfway next time. And off turn 2 they go, onto the back straight. 159 and 360. 2 white tops up front, chasing World Championship points. Around the pits turn they come, heading for the halfway stage, with John Sage the leader in 159. Paul Frost running second in 360. Through third is Dave Johnson in 383, but he's under pressure from a fast-moving Paul Harrison in number 2. Harrison's gone third now. Johnson 4, Dave Beresford 5, and Rob Cowley 6. Back in 7th is 438 Andrew Cave, with Wolf Warnes 8th in 91. And again John Sage has shaken off the challenge of Paul Frost. But as we go through the second half, the number 2 car zeroes in on those leading 2 whites. Frost in trouble on the back straight, and Paul Harrison goes second. John Sage still the leader, coming off the pit turn and through down the home straight. He's got 5 to run next time, and he's less than a quarter of a lap up now on number 2, Paul Harrison. Paul Frost relegated to third and fighting to hold on to that position, with Dave Johnson in behind him in 383. Round the pits turn, into the home straight they come. And there's Paul Harrison making a bid for the lead, and John Sage has got a problem. It looks as though he's got a flat tyre, which is cruel luck on John Sage, who motored so well in the first half of that race. He's coming to a halt on the Nottingham Road turn. We're to turn our attention now to the new leader, and that's number 2, Paul Harrison. And here's Harrison into the home straight. Through over the start-finish line in lead position, with Paul Frost still holding second, Dave Johnson third, Dave Beresford 4, and Rob Cowley 5. So it's 2 the leader, 360 is second, 383 is third. In behind them, 260 is fourth, and putting pressure on third place Dave Johnson on the pits turn this time. Johnson still holding that place. White top Paul Frost being nudged out of proceedings as Johnson and Beresford continue to battle. So Johnson's gone second in 383. The lap boards are out as we run through the closing stages. And it's Paul Harrison, the leader, a quarter of a lap clear in car number 2. Johnson on the home straight now, second in 3.83, with Dave Beresford third in 2.60 and Paul Frost fourth in 3.60. In fifth, 73, Rob Cowley. In sixth and through over the start finish line, 91, Wolf Warnes. Ian Platt's running seventh in 77, and he's the last of the cars on the lead lap as Paul Harrison is through again and down the back straight. We're in the closing stages as Paul Harrison goes down to the pits turn for the last time in car number 2, leading heat 1 of the icebreaker meeting at Station Road. Over the line he goes. Paul Harrison takes the checkered. Second man home is Dave Beresford. Finishing third, relieved of that second place in the closing stages, Dave Johnson, with Paul Frost over the line to be fourth, and Rob Cowley finishing fifth. 91, Wolf Warnes comes through to be sixth. Ian Platts takes seventh, and the rest have finished a lap down on the leader. Now we just wait for those minor place drivers to come through and complete the distance. And reds please, Mr. Starter.
Well, say, give him a rollicking, we won't.
So let's get that victory lap underway. Show your appreciation to the Heat 1 winner tonight from Rotherham in South Yorkshire. Car number 2, it's Paul Harrison. With 2. We apologise that only 13 cars are out on track for this one. But those who've made it out on track should find it a little easier than a full session of traffic. The lead cars are down on the pits turn. It looks as though we've lost Junior Wayman on the Nottingham Road bend. And the leaders come through, and it's James Potter in 1.64. A couple more have tangled out on the pits turn. So Potter leads from Paget and Williams as they go to the back straight. Junior Wayman racing again after his Nottingham Bend spin-outs. One of those in trouble on the pit turn was Gary Maynard, 151, but he's back racing again. And the lead car, James Potter, 164. John Paget second in 449, and Ray Williams third in 26. John Wright is fourth in 128, and Bill Morris fifth in 481, with Jeff Nichols sixth in 215. That's the order as the leaders head on down the back straight towards the pits turn. And Potter leads the way. That's Ray Tilsley in trouble down the back straight, just slowed down, lost a bit of time in 85. Bit of Aldring motoring forward rather nicely in 33. He's up into the top 5. And there's Potter through on the home straight in 164, the clear leader from John Paget, second in 449. Gary Maynard's got a back end problem on the car, and he's onto the infield and looks to be out of the running. Ray Williams running third as they go to the back straight, with John Wright close in behind him fourth, and Peter Fording getting closer and running fifth in 33. And there's 164 going through again. James Potter down the home straight. John Paget just closed on him a little on that lap. Potter goes wide into the back straight, and we've got a fight on the infield.
What will affect the racing?
It's our staff on the infield getting it under control.
What's his battery?
It looks to be, we had a possible short on one of the battery leads there. But the race continues. Our infield staff have things under control. And it's still James Potter, the leader, in 164.
When he went off the hook into that.
Here's the Potter car through down the home straight, goes to the Nottingham Road turn in the lead from John Paget, 449, and John Wright, 31.28. Peter Fording's in fourth in 33. Ray Williams has been dropped to fifth in 26. Junior Wayman half a lap down on the leading group in 515, trying to get with them. And here's Potter through on the home straight, but we've lost Paget. He's in trouble on the pits turn, and that's the halfway stage. And Paget in all sorts of problems, and Potter's gone wide into the back straight in 164, and he's under pressure now from John Wright in 128, with Fording ever closer in 33. On the pits turn, the leading group, On the home straight now they come. Within the second half, and it's James Potter, the leader in 1.64. With Peter Folding motoring through into second past John Wright. Off the Nottingham Road turn they go, down the back straight. And it's 1.64 from 33, 1, 2, 8 and 26. And that's how they go round the pits turn. Some back markers in front of that leading group. And those back markers are Bill Morris 481 and Ray Tilsley 85. They've got just 5 laps to run next time. Potter again goes wide off that Nottingham Road turn, but Folding unable to take advantage of it. He now closes in behind Potter on that pits turn. So into the home straight once again, and it's 1.64 from 33, and Peter Folding just gets a nudge in on the back end of the Potter car. And this time Potter doesn't go quite so wide, but he's still gone wide enough for Folding to try and get through. Potter's gone to the fence in a big way. Folding drops a second and John Wright goes into the lead. But he's under pressure immediately from Peter Folding. Through under the home straight they come. And Folding has taken the lead now, with Wright second in 1.28 and Junior Wayman closing on them in 5.15. He just dropped Ray Williams to fourth. Potter's mobile again after that back straight shunt. Potter a lap down, but getting in amongst the leaders, and he won't be too happy that his nice looking car has had a brush with the fence. Through the run for Folding up front, Wright second, Potter in amongst them a lap down, and then Junior Wayman running third. On the back straight they go, down towards the pits turn, with back marker Ray Tilsley leading that group around the pits bend. And that looked to be John Wright, nudged out wide there by back marker James Potter. And he's got the bit between his teeth, and it's Peter Folding the leader in 33 with James Potter lap down in behind him. Junior Wayman running third. Down to the pits turn they go. Peter Folding gets the big one. Into the fence they both go. Potter's over. The yellows are out. The waved yellows are out. And we go red. We go red with Junior Wayman coming through over the line. We wait for the official decision on who won what, when and how. With a dramatic end to the second hit. That's the green, so away we go with 21 of them on track, and Barry Heath leads them away in 3.43. We've lost someone up on the pits turn, but the rest of them have got away cleanly and into the action. Bumpers flying down the back straight, and the leaders coming onto the home straight, and it's Barry Heath in first place in 3.43. From Richard Knight in 4.36 and Peter Casanova in 5.50. A big shunt up on the pits turn. One or two cars across track there. And at least one of the star men involved could well be Des Chandler, that one who's involved in 2.13, sorting themselves out. Gareth Bott in trouble in 41. He's away at the infield. Glendaff rolling slowly down the home straight in 96. And the lead car is Barry Heath, 3.43 up on the pits turn as Glendaff bails out of his car down on the home straight fence. Heath comes through to the Nottingham Road turn in the lead with Andy Hodgson second now in 2.72 and Peter Casanova in third place in 5.50. Richard Knight fourth in 4.36. There's Chandler back on song in 2.13 and trying to make up the ground he's lost, and just behind him on track the leaders come through. It's 3.43 from 2.72, 5.50 and 4.36. Owen Brown in 200 is running in fifth place with Warren Hunter in behind him in number 20. And Andy Hodgson, the man with a lot of experience in short circuit motor racing, now closing on the lead car down around the Nottingham Road turn. Onto the back straight they go. 3.43 and 2.72, fighting it out in this one. They're down on the pits turn. And Still, the West Midland driver Barry Heath has the lead in 3.43, but under pressure from 2.72, Andy Hodgson. Bert Finnegan has moved through into third in 55, with Peter Cassano fourth in 5.50. Warren Hunter's next in number 20. Heath sideways on the pit turn where somebody spun in front of them. And Heath's got away with it. Somebody's clouded the fence hard up on that pit turn. Looks as though it's Richard Knight who went in hard up there in 4.36. But Heath still leads in 3.43. We've got a call. The wave yellow's a call for. We go under race suspension and the lead car is 3.43, Barry Heath. And they will be brought to a halt after two circles of the circuit. We're on the first of those two laps under caution, after which time they will be brought to a halt on the home straight. And it was Richard Knight, 4.36, who clouded the fence hard up there on the pits turn. He's just receiving a bit of attention. The leader goes through, so they need to be stopped next time round on the home straights behind the lead car, which is 3.43, Barry Heath. Wounded and bruised possibly, but hopefully otherwise okay, making his way back towards the pits. So it's nice to see that Richard's okay. We hope the car is too. And as soon as operations have been concluded over there by the pit bend fence, we'll get them away and racing again. So we're back under starters' orders to continue with Heat 3. So in effect it's halfway next time now. So back we go racing, and it's halfway next time as they get the green. Into the back straight they go with Andy Hodgson in 2.72, going past Barry Heath but being chased by Bert Finnegan. We've lost 200. Owen Brown has gone to the fence down the home straight as we come to the halfway with Andy Hodgson the leader in 2.72. Bert Finnegan second in 55. In third it's Barry Heath in 3.43 with Warren Hunter fourth in number 20 and John Lunn fifth in 53. Down around that pits turn they come, and Bert Finnegan's making a forward move in 55 and he goes to the lead. Bert Finnegan the leader, Hodgson second and Heath third, Hunter 4, Lunn 5. Neil Brigg is next, and then Des Chandler and Peter Casanova, and in behind them Richard Mason. So 55, Bert Finnegan establishing a clear lead for himself. He's back onto the home straight. And he's pulling away from Andy Hodgson in 2.72, and they've got 5 to run next time. And down the back straight they go with Finnegan the leader from Hodgson. Oh, and problems on the far side. One clobbers the fence and falls over down the back straight, and we're going yellow. We are going yellow on that one. That's Barry Heath who clobbered a fence post very hard down the back straight. And somebody else hitting the fence in an attempt to pull up and avoid that overturned Barry Heath car, and he's coming immediately out of that car. So that's good to see, because he went in very hard on that one.
Keep on going this time.
But Barry Heath out of the car okay. We cleared things up on the far side, and our race leader is 55, Bert Finnegan. As you know, so it's over to you, Mr. Starter, once again with 5 racing laps to go. He wants dumping, he does. So it's Bert Finnegan from Andy Hodgson and John Lund and Des Chandler. That's the top 4, with Warren Hunter being left behind them in 5th in number 20. This is 4, isn't it? And they got 4 to run as they come through this time. Finnegan leads from Hodgson and Lund. Des Chandler just dropping back a little bit off the pace in 2.13. And now John Lund nudges Andy Hodgson aside on that Nottingham Road turn, and Lund goes second to chase Finnegan down the back straight. Down to the pit turn they go. Andy Hodgson not done for. He's coming back at them. We've got 2 in the fence on the Nottingham Road bend. Peter Casanova is one of them in 5.50. The other looks to be Paul Higgins 2.29. The leaders go past them as we're into the closing stages with less than 3 to run. And it's Finnegan from Lund, Hodgson and Chandler, and it may be they'll come up behind some back markers before we're done. Neil Briggs sideways on across the track on the Nottingham Road bend in 87. The leaders head towards him, go very closely behind him into the back straight, and there are those back markers. Down to the pits turn, Bert Finnegan in no mood to hang about for the back markers. There's one gone to have a look at the fence. He's coming through on the inside of another one down the home straight. He's held on to his lead and goes on to his last. So Finnegan still has the lead. John Lund in behind him. There's just one more back marker for Finnegan to worry about, but John Lund's coming with a late burst down the back straight into that pit turn, and Lund can't get close enough to use the bumper, so Finnegan's going to lead him into the home straight for the checkered. Finnegan wins it with Lund across the line, second behind him, Andrew Hodgson third, and there's Chandler fourth. We keep them coming as they come over the line. Richard Mason and George Patterson, Nixon and Neil Brigg and Paul Bennington. And it's the minor place drivers coming through at the completion of 16 very hectic laps in Heat 3.
Okay.
And that's it, Mr. Starter. Reds, please. One. And as soon as he gets underway, we'll ask you around the stadium to put your hands together for him. Next race, of course, the consolation. Last chance to qualify for tonight's final. There's one man who's already through to that final from Leek, Staffordshire, the world champion 55, Bert Finnegan. And it's James Potter 164 who leads them away as they head to the Nottingham Road turn and onto the back straight. John Lawn in trouble down the home straight. The 441 car has moved to the infield and looks to be stationary as Potter comes through to lead them at the end of the first lap. Gary Lenton second in 364 and John Sage third in 159. Potter trying to build himself a lead as he comes around that pits turn and back onto the home straight once again. 164, Potter the leader. A couple of them in trouble down on the pit turn runoff area. One looks to be John Paget 449. And the other's number 7, Phil Bicknell. And it's Potter the leader down to the pits turn again as John Lawn rejoins the action on the home straight in 441. Potter goes through in 164 from Gary Lenton in 364, then John Sage 159, Gary Walker 181, 229 Paul Higgins going out wide on the Nottingham Road turn, John Wright moving past him in 128. John Paget's bailed out of his car, parks on the infield of the pit bend. And it's 164 from 364 and 159, that's the leading group round the Nottingham Road bend. Gary Walker third and under pressure from John Wright who's fourth. Gareth Bott pushing and shoving behind Jim Potter 146 on the Nottingham Road turn. And Jim Potter's son James Potter continues to lead the race 164 and he's gone wide off that Nottingham Road turn, lost a lot of ground. He was heading straight for the fence just for a moment till he straightened it up. But he still leads, he's down on the pits turn with Gary Lenton second in 364. Lenton collides with backmarker Neil Scotland 48. Scotland turns it round coming off the pit turn. Lenton loses some ground but holds on to second with John Sage third in 159. Stuart Smith fourth in 139. John Wright fifth in 128. Peter Fording's closing on the leaders in 33. He's moving into the top half a dozen now. James Potter still the leader in 164. It will be halfway next time. So Potter leads from Lenton and Sage, and then John Wright and Peter Fording, and then behind them Stuart Smith, then Warren Hunter and Gareth Bott and Jim Potter. So James Potter leads 164 at the halfway stage. In second it's 364 Gary Lenton with John Sage third in 159 and Peter Fording fourth in 33. Fifth is 128 John Wright and sixth 139 Stuart Smith. Warren Hunter's seventh in number 20. Problems down on the pit then for one of the tail enders as James Potter comes through again. Clear at the front in 164. Gary Lenton getting his car airborne down the straights 364 as Stuart Smith spins away onto the infield from the home straight and Jim Potter bounces the fence. 139 on the infield. 146 racing again. And as we go through the closing stages, they've got 5 to run next time. It's James Potter the leader and Peter Fording second, and we could be boiling up for quite a finish to this one. It's Potter down the back straight with Fording second. John Wright is third. Then here comes the Potter car with 5 to run, the signal from Mr. Starter. 164 the leader, 33 is second. Rob Pearce in third place in 175. My apologies for calling him John Wright during race commentary. It is Rob Pearce running third in 175. In behind him there is John Sage in 159. But it's Potter the leader, 164. Fording second, 33, and Rob Pearce third in 175. John Sage 4, Warren Hunter 5, under pressure from Gareth Button. Hunter goes out wide, but misses the fence. Jim Potter in the fence, down on the pits turn in 146. And with 3 to run, James Potter leads in 164, and Peter Fording closing on him in 33. And then Rob Pearce in 175. Jim Potter trying to back his car out of the fence, down on the pits turn, and we're bubbling up for that finish. It's Potter and Fording, the two who got together earlier on this evening, leading the way. Into the home straight they come, with 2 to run this time. And it's 164 and 33, and Rob Pearce isn't done for. He's right there with them in 175. Back marker Gary Walker there in 181 goes to the fence. Rob Pearce looked as though he was trying the snooker effect with a Walker on the Fording. The 1, 2, 3 together on the pits turn. They're coming round to start the last lap. Then it's Potter 164, Fording 33, and Pearce 175. Fording goes for the big one on Potter. Potter rides it. Fording tries again and puts him in a parked car, and Rob Pearce says thank you very much, and into the lead he goes, down the back straight towards the pits turn. We're on the last, and Fording and Potter are parked up on the Nottingham Road Bend exit as Rob Pearce takes the checker in 175. Fording's coming out of that car. He's not going to the final tonight. John Sage over the line, Gareth Bott over the line. Bott, I think, finishing on a flat tyre. The minor place drivers coming through, and there aren't many of them left running. Warren Hunter over the line to grab a place. Peter Fording has climbed over the fence and walked off back to the pits. And that's it, Mr. Starter. We can have the Reds. Well, that's what they call stock car racing, and the winner of that race, Rob Pearce, who I'm sure knew quite what he was doing sitting in behind those two at 175. He knew he might get a chance to clean up, and that's just what he did. The winner of tonight's consolation race, 175, Rob Pearce. Lastly in Leicestershire, car 175, Rob Pearce. And that's the green, and we're away and racing. John Sage leads the 25 car charge down to the first bend, and we've lost John Lund down on the pits turn. The 53 car in trouble on the runoff area. He's got it all to do. 3 cars in a heap at the start of the back straight. Lund just manages to stay on the lead lap as he gets back into the action, and John Sage comes through in first place in 159 from 481 Bill Morris and 383 Dave Johnson. And the rest of the pack streaming away down the home straight. Something's got to give, and it does. It's Jeff Nichols sideways on that Nottingham Road turn in 215. Someone else finds the water splash. There's Chandler's gone down there, and Paul Harrison as well. They're in a heat down on the Nottingham Road turn. And we've got 7, 8 cars in trouble at various points around that Nottingham Road bend. Down the lead car, John Sage amongst them now and heading down the back straight. And into the home straight come the chasing cars. John Sage the leader, Dave Johnson second, 41 Gareth Bott is third, 481 Bill Morris is fourth, Warren Hunter fifth and number 20, Junior Wayman sixth in 515. So we're looking for the lead cars again down on the pit bend, and it's Dave Johnson who's taken over now in 383. Gareth Bott second in 41 and John Sage third in 159. Junior Wayman is fourth. Warren Hunter in fact a lap down, although in amongst the leaders at this point. So Dave Johnson, 383 the leader, comes through onto the home straight. And John Sage second, Junior Wayman third, Bert Finnegan 4, Wilf Warnes 5. In behind them, Dave Beresford, and then Rob Cowley and Ray Tilsley and John Lund. That marker, Neil Brigg in 87, leads the leading pack down the home straight with Dave Johnson in first place. And Johnson's hooked up with Brigg going around that Nottingham Road turn. He's got away with it, and Junior Wayman's arrived in 5.15. Says Junior Wayman the leader now in 5.15, goes through down the home straight. And Bert Finnegan's right there in second place in 55 with Dave Johnson moving back on the inside of Finnegan trying to regain that second. And Johnson's in a heap on the far side, and Bert Finnegan's gone as well, and John Sage looks to be in trouble. So the leading pack have folded with the exception of race leader Junior Wayman in 5.15 who's gone clear. And he's about half a lap clear of Wilf Warnes, who's second now in 91 with John Lund third in 53, Ray Tilsley fourth in 85, Dave Beresford fifth in 2.60. Ian Platts goes to the infield in 77. But Junior Wayman has swept through to the field and gone clear. Wilf Warnes is the man in second. He's under pressure from John Lund with Ray Tilsley and Dave Beresford just in behind. And then comes Paul Harrison and Rob Cowley and Des Chandler, and this is the halfway we're coming to. And at the halfway it's Junior Wayman the leader in 5.15. And we've gone yellow, the yellows are out. There's a heap on the Pit Bend runoff area with John Lund involved in that one. And as we go under caution, it's Junior Wayman the leader in 5.15. I saw the lights flashing on the truck.
Johnson went past 87 8.5. Strike him off your list. Good point.
Machine itself is good enough.
Good point.
So we're about to go racing again. There are just 6 of those cars actually on the lead lap at the moment as we get the greens and go racing again. Junior Wayman is the first of them in 5.15. Behind him it's Wilf Warnes second, Ray Tilsley third, Dave Beresford 4. Junior Wayman, the lead car then in 5.15 as they head on down the back straight, down towards the pit stern. 91 Wilf Warnes in second place, then we've got Paul Harrison third. And that looks as though it's, we got one in the fence, 2 in the fence now, down on the pit stern. Rob Cowley bailed out of his car, and it's Junior Wayman 5.15 the leader. Through in second is 91 Wilf Warnes in behind him. Looking back to Des Chandler, I think, in next position in 2-1-3. And it looks to be the only 3 on the lead lap as we go towards the closing stages with 5 to run next time. And Junior Wayman a very long way clear of the field. He's coming through with 5 to run. Wilf Warnes holding second in 91, and it's Des Chandler in third place in 2-1-3, and the rest have gone adrift and dropped laps. Ray Tilsley and Wilf Warnes have tangled up down the home straight. Dave Beresford and Des Chandler battling it out, but out go Warnes and Tilsley. And the lap board's about to go out with 3 a run. Junior Wayman clear then. And he's around a half a lap clear of Des Chandler 213. Dave Johnson pulls on to the infield in 383. So just a couple to run for Junior Wayman in the lead position. Des Chandler in second place in 213. So Junior Wayman in the lead and going through the closing stages. Des Chandler pushing in behind Dave Beresford, who hooked up on the back end of the Neil Brick car. The checker flag goes down. Frankie Wayman Jr. wins the grand final in 5:15. And we just keep them going whilst the minor place drivers come through. Just 3 cars have completed the distance. And that's it. Race please, Mr. Starter. This evening from Silsden in West Yorkshire, tonight's grand final winner 5:15 Junior Wayman.
Sure are, Rob. What about last week? Yeah, sorry.
That's the green, and the field of 30 move away into the racing action with Junior Wayman chasing the 1 lap handicap. We've got 3-4 in a heat down on the pit bend, and they look to be star drivers. Like I say, Ray Tilsley in trouble. The 85, one of them could be Neil Brigg, another one. And certainly one flashing light of a superstar in trouble down there on the pit turn. But here come the leaders, and it's James Potter, 164 leading the way from Gary Lenton, 364. Then John Sage in 159. That's the top 3 with Owen Brown next in 200. John Paget 449. I think that's 550 Peter Casanova in the home straight fence. That is Potter the leader. Lenton second, Sage third, Paget 4. Andy Hodgson moves through into 5th now in 272. Behind them Glyn Daft. Beresford and Folding motoring well through the field. John London, Bert Finnegan not far in behind, and Junior Wayman cutting back on that handicap, but James Potter going out clear of the field in 164. Andy Hodgson in trouble with Glyn Daft, and Neil Brigg coming off the pit turn, the 3 spin out together. Down around the pit turn, a lot of pushing and shoving as the leaders come through on the home straight, and Potter's clear in 164. It's still Gary Lenton second in 364 with John Paget third now in 449. 229, Paul Higgins down the home straight with a flat tyre. James Potter just clobbered that parked car of Andy Hodgson there, but got away with it. Gareth Bott chopping in behind Potter on that Nottingham Road turn, but Bott's a lap down on the charts. More cars in trouble on the pit turn, and we've lost Gary Lenton 364. He's parked up on the pit fence. We've got one over down the back straight. The wave yellows are out. We've gone wave yellow. One over and facing the oncoming traffic down the back straight. And the lead car is 164, James Potter, as we go into another period of caution. Just the... Looks as though it's Paul Higgins, 229, who flipped down the back straight. Things being sorted out over there. sorted out at the end of the race. Then out about the leader, that's James Potter, 164. And we're over to you, Mr. Starter.
Drivers, Rob, we're going to overtake each other.
And there it is, we go green again. So Potter the lead man as we head on back into the action. And it would appear that one or two of those who overtook during the wave jellos have now lost quite a bit of ground. Potter the leader, and it's halfway next time, and a shunt on the home straight and one over. None yellows are called for. We've gone yellows. We've got a cab right on the racing line there of that car. And a certain amount of steam, possibly smoke, coming from that car. So we go wave jellos again without any hesitation whatsoever.
How many cars that's to?
Mr. Starter.
That's another yellow, that. So that becomes half there.
Are we halfway yet?
That becomes half. That becomes 5.
Well, there's the green, we're back racing. And James Potter a considerable way clear of the field now. And it does look as though Junior Wayman has moved his way forward, with the ensuing chaos of the wave jello periods could well be up there second place. And through they come behind him with Peter Faulding and Bert Finnegan battling with John London behind them, and then Rob Pearce. Dave Beresford next in line. And Faulding in his sputter bother just scrapes himself off the fence down on the pit's turn. It's halfway next time round. And Faulding in trouble and losing ground now down on the home straight. And Andy Hodgson goes out, spins away onto the infield and clobbers another car, and into the water splash they go. That's on the pit bend exit. And at the halfway, it's Junior Wayman the leader. So that spinning car might possibly have been James Potter, who's disappeared from my view and disappeared from the charts. And John Paget goes to the fence down the home straight. So just checking around track, and it's Junior Wayman the leader, 5-1-5. And with 5 to run next time is Junior Wayman in the lead in 5-1-5 from John Lunn 53 and Bert Finnegan 55. 5 next time. And that's John Lunn gone out down on the pit band exit in 53. So it's Junior Wayman the leader, Bert Finnegan second, and Ian Platt's third, I think, now at the moment. So down to the Nottingham Road turn goes Junior Wayman. Bert Finnegan, Ian Platts, Rob Pearce, Dave Beresford, they're the next in line. In behind them, John Sage. Andy Hodgson's lost a lot of ground. He's been out a couple of times. Will Vaughan's onto the infield in 91, and Junior Wayman still cruising. Bert Finnegan trying to get with him in 55. And the lap boards are out. We're in the closing stages with Junior Wayman clear in 5-1-5. Bert Finnegan in second, 77. Ian Platts is third. In behind them it looks like Dave Beresford fourth in 260, with Rob Pearce fifth in 175. And about a lap and a half left to run for Junior Wayman as he heads on down the back straight. So the last lap board is out, and Junior Wayman 1 lap away from a treble of Heat Final and Grand National. He's on double points, double prize money, and he leads them down the back straight for the last time, down towards the pit's turn. Clear from Bert Finnegan in 55. Into the home straight he comes, the superstar, lights are flashing, the checkered flag is down, and Junior Wayman wins the stock score Grand National Heats. Bert Finnegan comes home second, the Implants third, Dave Beresford fourth. And reds please, Mr. Starter.
Stand there a long while, Jim. Stand there a long while.
Well, a very confusing race that, and I should point out that at one stage, I think it was the first caution period in that race, the first time the wave yellows went out, several drivers did in fact go past the elite car of James Potter. And in doing so, those drivers immediately put themselves 1 lap down in that race, which is why some of the ensuing things might have seemed a bit complicated. But having passed James Potter, who was the leaders, those drivers put themselves 1 lap down on the charts, and that's the way the race was scored from then on. So that's why it might have looked a bit complicated. It now is up to the lap scores and stewards to check back on those complicated charts to give us a rundown of the results. They will do that as soon as you can, as soon as they can. But with a lot of checking to do, I shouldn't hold your breath while we get the results ready from the Grand National Heat. On 5, Frankie Wayman Jr. That's a sure sign that nobody else did it.
He didn't eventually pass everybody else. He made up so much bloody time doing it.
The Brisca Formula 1 season, as far as Scunthorpe is concerned, gets underway with Michael Ives taking him down to the first turn in 2. We're on the roller then, a shortened roller. It's half a rolling lap. They'll get the green when Mr. Starter's satisfied, and we'll be away racing with Heat 1, and there they go. The Brisca Formula 1 season, as far as Scunthorpe is concerned, gets underway with Michael Ives taking him down to the first turn in 2.36. Onto the infield goes Tony Smith, 195. Losing ground as the rest of the field thunder by as they head down towards the pit's turn, and the lead cars are down on the turnstile bend and coming back to the home straight. And it's Michael Ives who leads them through in 2.36 from Jamie Potter, 1.64. Someone in trouble down on the turnstile bend is Pete Cassano, 5.50. Red Top Ray Tilsley looks as though he caught a barrel, but he shook it off now down at the end of the back straight, number 85. Problems on the pit turn as somebody ploughed that pit gate very hard. I think it was Paul Higgins. The car got airborne as he ploughed into that fence down there on the pit's turn. Jeff Nichols in behind him in 2.15. It looks as though the driver's okay after that shunt down there. Tony Smith's on the infield, and he caught an infield marker tyre. The leader is onto the infield as well, and it's Jamie Potter who's taken over in 1.64. And here's Potter through on the home straight in lead position car, 1.64. We're looking back down for second place, and it's a big lead that Potter's got. 4:49, John Paget second, about a half a lap down on the leader. And Paget in trouble in a tangle with Neil Brigg on the back straight, 87. So Potter is through and on the pit turn. Paget goes straight on at the turnstile bend. He's in more trouble. And we've lost Phil Wilton down there, number 6. Paget holding on to second in 4:49.
4:41 third.
And then it's John Lawn third in 4:41. And we've got, I think, Ian Platts next in 77. So Potter still leads in 1:64, heading on down the back straight, in amongst the traffic. Gets a shunt on the back end from back marker William Yarrow in 22, but Potter leads them through on the home straight in 1:64. A big lead he's got as he goes down towards the pit turn. We're looking back for second place and he hasn't come through yet. So Potter's well on his way. It's 77, Ian Platts is running second, with John Lawn third and John Paget 4 and Paul Harrison 5. John Wright is 6. And Potter's through again, and it will be halfway next time. So Potter goes down the back straight. It looks as though that's John Wright who's gone at the end of that back straight. At 1:28, Potter's gone. He's been turned around there. Rob Moss 1:67, but the leader's running again and hasn't lost too much ground, and at the halfway Potter takes them through in 1:64. More problems at the end of the back straight with cars piling in down there, but Potter has the lead with Ian Platt second in 77, third number 2 Paul Harrison, 4th 4:49 John Paget, 5th is John Lawn in 4:41. Potter's still there, and on the back bumper now of back marker Rob Moss 1:67 as they go to the back straight. And a tangle develops once again in front of the lead car, and Potter manages to find his way around as 2 star men hook up on the turnstile bend. And Potter's through again, and he's got 5 to run next time. And Ian Platt's beginning to close on him in 77. On the back straight, Potter the leader 1:64. Platt's on the same straight as the leader now in 77. Lots of battles further on down the line with John Lawn holding a good place in 4:41, and in behind him Paul Harrison. But Potter's got clear track around him. Second place Ian Platt still playing with some back markers. One of them's 215 Jeff Nichols. 87 Neil Brigg has gone to the infield and looks to be out of the running as Potter comes through again down the home straight. The lap boards will be out next time round. But Ian Platt still closing him down. Platt's in 77, running second. And those two have gone a long way clear to third place John Lawn in 4:41 and 4th number 2 Paul Harrison. Next in line it's Ray Tollsley and then John Wright. But the boards are out, it's 3 to run for Potter. He's down at the pit turn and he's got some back markers to deal with as he goes down that back straight. 2.5 laps to run as he heads on down towards the turnstile bend, and Ian Platt still getting there in 77. They're through from the turnstile bend, they're on the home straight with 2 to run. And it's Potter from Platt as they go to the pit turn. And Platt has reeled him back in and chases him now down the back straight towards the turnstile bend. 164 and 77. Back markers on the outside of the 164 car. But he's managed to get by them and he's about to go on his last. The white top from Coventry leading the opening Formula 1 race of the year at Scunthorpe. He's being chased by the local hero Ian Platts. They're on the back straight for the last time. Going down to the turnstile bend for the last time. Platts closes in but he can't get close enough. Off turn 4, looking for the checker comes Jamie Potter, and Potter takes it in 164. Ian Platts across the line to finish second in 77. The minor place driver's going to be coming through soon. Third place looks to go to John Lawn in 4:41. Behind him Paul Harrison, and then over the line goes Ray Tollsley. But it's just a case of ticking the rest of them off as they come through. Phil Wilton over the line in number 6. John Wright looks to have blown a back tyre in the closing stages. Gary Walker and John Paget over the line, and then Bill Morris and Rob Moss and Jeff Nichols, and they look to be about the only finishers. And that's Emma Starter, Reds please. The white top who gets the season off to its winning ways at Scunthorpe Raceway. Your appreciation for him on the victory lap from Coventry in the West Midlands, 164 Jamie Potter.
can understand why he's doing it.
Grade Awards, babe.
Sorry?
Are you going to keep an eye on the Grade Awards or am I? Yes.
Nice job, for you, Sean.
I've got enough, pal.
Look, keeps you on your toes. No, you
Look, can you see a number on number 20 on that?
There's half of them haven't gone to the ground.
They've got the green and the race is on. 8-2. Junior Wayman makes a charge forward and collides with the back end of the Peter Foley car as they get going. Then it's Gary Linton who leads the way in 3-6-4. 1-3-4. Wally Pittman scored a barrel under the front end and he's away onto the infield down the home straight. He's yet to complete his official rolling lap as the lead cars come off turn 4 and through at the end of the first. That is 3-6-4. Gary Linton the leader. Barry Heath in second place in 3-43. Peter Foley car looks to be smoking badly. 33 around the pit turn and onto the back straight. 4 low graders leading the way as they come off the turnstile bend. Then it's Andy Hodgson 272 from Shane Darrell in 371. Gary Linton in with them in 364 and then Barry Heath in 343. And that's how they go down the back straight towards the turnstile bend. And the lead car, Andy Hodgson, has much experience of racing around the Scunthorpe Shale in a hot stocks. He leads the way now in a Formula 1 heat. Couple gone to the fence in a big way down the back straight. And the lead car is Andy Hodgson 272. Down the back straight he goes. Starman being off, it's Dave Beresford just rejoining on the home straight. Gary Linton's lost some ground and gone to the back. And it's Hodgson the leader, 272. Shane Dorrell second in 371 and Stu Lewin 31.29. In fact, Lewin is lap down. He's one of those who went to the turnstile bend fence. Gareth Bott moves forward. Barry Heath, we've lost broadside across track on the pit turn. Lindaft has gone to the fence behind him in 96. Hodgson 272 the leader on the pit turn. From Dorrell in 371 and Gareth Bott third in 41. Junior Waitman moving forward and into fourth in 5-1-5. A trap blockage on the inside line on the turnstile bend and Shane Dorrell's gone to the fence down the back straight. So Hodgson left clear in 2-7-2. Gareth Bott second in 41. Junior Waitman third in 5-1-5. Peter Foley fourth in 33. Dave Beresford right in front of Foley on track. Beresford has just rejoined for a second time in this heat. We've lost Phil Whittaker 177. We've also lost now Stuart Smith 139 and Gary Linton 364 and Shane Dorrell 371 are amongst the cars on the infield now of the race. And we're coming to the halfway. So Andy Hodgson comes off turn 4 looking for the Union Jack at the halfway stage. And through to the second half we go. And it's Junior Wayman gone second in 5-1-5. Down to third has gone Gareth Bott in 41. Looking back to fourth is 33 Peter Foley. Fifth is 53 John Lund. 6 Barry Heath. And Hodgson's through again and Junior Wayman closing him down in 5-1-5. Onto the back straight they go. Smoke screen all around the circuit courtesy of Peter Fording. And the leading two are now together on the turnstile bend. Hodgson gets it wrong coming into the home straight. Junior Wayman takes it on the outside. They've got 5 to run next time. So 5-1-5. Junior Wayman, the triple winner at Long Eaton last Saturday, leads heat 2 here tonight. Oh, and Hodgson's got it wrong. He's bounced the fence down the back straight. All on his own. Clipped the inner curb and bounced the fence head on. He's okay. He's carrying on again. But he's lost all hope of catching Junior Wayman now. Gareth Bott gone second. Peter Fording third. Hodgson 4. John Lund 5. Then Junior Wayman in 5-1-5, the leader, coming off the turnstile bend. Gareth Bott second in 41, then 33 Peter Foley, then 272 Andy Hodgson, and then 53 John Lund, and that's the top 5. And those 5 are a long way clear of the rest. I don't think anyone else is on the same lap as the leader. And it's 3 to run now for Junior Wayman in 5-1-5. He's just about to lap Mark Webster, who's in fact the last one on that lead lap, and now he's gone a lap down as Wayman goes down the back straight into the turnstile bend again. He's a long way clear of Gareth Bott in 41. Bumpers flying down there on the back straight. And that parked car has just been clobbered well and truly. But it doesn't affect the leaders, and it's still 515 in the lead. Infield marshal checking on the situation down on the turnstile bend. All seems to be okay. And the last lap board is out for Junior Wingman in 515. And he's a quarter of a lap clear, possibly more now, over Gareth Bott 41, who in turn is a long way clear of Peter Forde, John London, Andy Hodgson. Wayman on the turnstile bend for the last time in this second heat. He's through onto the home straight, and there's the checker, and Junior Wayman wins it in 515. And through to take second is Gareth Bott in 41. In behind him to take third is 33 Peter Forde with John Lund 4 and Andy Hodgson 5. And they are the only ones who are going to finish on that lead lap. Behind them it looks like Mark Webster and Dave Beresford could be the next across the line. And the rest of them coming through. Matthew Bennett in 413 and Wally Pitton. And then Barry Heath and Glyn Daft, and they'll be about the only finishers in Heat 2, and that's it, Miss Donna. Reds, please. Wayman Jr.
The best bet's to see that's the problem. You're right, Tom.
They've got the green, and we're away and racing then in the consolation event. Away down to the first turn, the lead cars go.
Oh, very nice.
Over a barrel goes Tony Smith at 195 on the infield and off the racing line. The lead car spins away on that turnstile bend, and it leaves Peter Casanova in the lead in 550 from Barry Heath in 343. Michael Ives was the spin out. He's coming across the infield to rejoin on the home straight. Tony Smith still parks up on that barrel, and unless he gets nudged, it looks as though he might stay there for the duration of this one. Here are the leaders on the home straight, and it's Barry Heath in 343 from Ray Williams now second in 26. Glyn Daft is third in 96, and then it's Gary Walker in behind them in 181 and John Wright next in 128. Look for a moment as though Casanova hooked up on the back end of John Wright, but they've sorted themselves out. Casanova rejoins in front of Paul Higgins on the turnstile bend. The top three together on the pits turn where we've lost Ray Williams, 26. He spins away out of second place. And now Barry Heath in 343 being chased by Glyn Daft in 96. A shunt on the turnstile bend next in is Barry Heath, who's lost some ground. 96 Glyn Daft the leader then, into the back straight he goes. And that's Gary Walker who's disappeared from the top three down on the pit turn in 181. Off turn 4 and on the home straight, the lead car is Glyn Daft, 96. In second is 343 Barry Heath, and third is John Wright in 128. Up to fourth is Neil Brigg in 87. Behind him and running fifth is 229 Paul Higgins. And that's another one completed for Glyn Daft up front in 96, with John Wright moving through to be second now, 128. It's Barry Heath in third place, Neil Brigg is 4, Paul Higgins 5. And that's another one clocked up for Glyn Daft in 96. It's halfway next time. Daft in lead position, being chased by John Wright in 128. Still only 2 retirements out of the 14 who set out, and at the halfway stage, 96 Glyn Daft leads them. John Wright is second in 128, and Neil Brigg moves through to third in 87. Barry Heath fourth in 343, but he's fighting with Neil Brigg on that pit turn. They both lost a bit of ground down there, leaving John Wright clear in front of them to chase Glyn Daft. Daft is through with another one completed. John Wright gets past back marker Phil Whittaker and sets his sights on the back bumper of the Glendaft car. Gary Heath and Neil Brigg join forces again. This time the bumper's connecting a little rougher as Brigg retakes Heath, and Heath comes to almost a standstill on the pit turn. Glendaft is through again. It is 5 next time for the lead car. And at the moment it's a battle of the Nottingham lads with Glendaft and John Wright clear of Neil Brigg in 87. Looks like Michael Ives, I think, who's gone down on the turnstile bend in a tangle with one of the blue tops. Could be Phil Whittaker. No, it isn't. Phil Whittaker still motoring. And Glendaft in 96 on the turnstile bend and coming through onto the home straight, being chased by John Wright in 128. In third, it's the Lone Star man in this race, 87, Neil Brigg. Back in fourth, it looks like Gary Walker in 181 with Paul Higgins fifth in 229. Bill Morris and Wally Pittham go through next. The lap boards are out. We're in the closing stages. And John Wright closing on Glendaft now. Off the pit turn they go and onto the back straight. The 96 car leaves from 128 down to the turnstile bend. Off that turn and through on the home straight they come, and those back markers could play a part in the outcome of this one. Bill Morris and Wally Pittham at the back markers. Glendaft the race leader just behind them, but under pressure from John Wright in 128. Daft moves sweetly past one of those back markers. John Wright closes on him on that turnstile bend. Now we're approaching the last lap sign, and Glendaft is on his last, and he's gone clear a little way from John Wright. Off the pits turn they go onto the back straight. Daft forces his way through that back marker and heads on down towards the turnstile bend. And John Wright's running out of time as Glendaft goes to turn 4 for the last time. He's into the home straight and he's going to take the checker, and Glendaft wins the consolation. John Wright takes the second place in 128. Neil Brigg in trouble coming down the line to third place, but he gets there as Wally Pittham and Bill Morris tangle up in front of him. They've got another lap to run. Gary Walker over the line, hotly pursued by Paul Higgins. They're in a heat down at the end of the home straight. And Wally Pittham and Bill Morris still battling for those minor places, along with Phil Whittaker in 177 as they set off to try and make up those places. And that's in the start of the Red Still Out. This way tonight's consolation race winner from San Diego, Derbyshire, 96, Glendaft. Wally Pittham 134 and Neil Brigg 87. No reserves allowed into the final, of course. It's a World Championship qualifier, and very soon they'll be under orders, ready to go over 20 racing laps.
How are you enjoying your lap scoring?
Oh, I'm looking now there.
Yeah. Like it? Okay, so
Look then. I'm sorry, I lost your phone number. You were out courting or what, eh? Yeah, all sorts of things, yeah.
Well, let's be like this, what we don't know about, we make a penny house.
We're under starters orders for tonight's grand final over 20 racing laps. That's the green winner, Wayne Racing.
That was good.
Jamie Potter, the white top hero of the night, leads them away into turn 1 at 164. We've lost John Paget. He's gone to look at the fence on the pit turn in 449. Someone else has turned round. In fact, there's 2 or 3 in trouble down on that pit turn. And he didn't all make it around that turn, then 3 or 4 of them in a heap up there. Phil Wilton was one, Ian Platts was another. I beg your pardon, Phil Whittaker another, and the lead car is Jamie Potter 164. People up in the fence on the turnstile bend. And of course track conditions going to be just a little bit greasy and testing for the drivers. And it's 272 Andy Hodgson who takes over up front with Jamie Potter spinning out on the turnstile bend. Hodgson the leader, John Wright's onto the infield opposite the pit gate in 128. So our lead car is down on turn 4. It's Andy Hodgson in 272. Jamie Potter gone again, and the turnstile bend fence, superstar light flashing on the infield down the back straight. And it's Hodgson the leader in 272 from John Lawn in 441. John Lunsby in trouble, number 53, he's back on track. Hodgson the leader in 272. And 515, Junior Wayman is through to second. Dave Beresford is third now in 260. Hodgson leads them in 272. But the big names with the red paint on the roofs are getting closer. Here he comes through, 272, Andy Hodgson. Peter Fording's the latest top casualty. He's gone down there on the pit bend end. Somebody's engine popping and banging on the middle. Could well be Ray Tursley in trouble, but it's Hodgson 272, the leader last time round. From Junior Wayman and Dave Beresford when they came through before. Here they are on the home straight. And Junior Wayman putting the pressure on. Hodgson up around that pit tail. Wayman moves through on the inside and into the lead he goes. Hodgson fighting back and bumpers are flying down that back straight. And someone caught out in front of them as the bumpers were going in hard down there. There's Junior Wayman and Andy Hodgson side by side making quite a battle of it, with Dave Beresford just behind them in third in 260, and Hodgson's facing the wrong way on the pit turn. So Wayman goes clear. 413 Matthew Bennett is spun to the infield from the home straight. Ian Platt's the latest red top casualty, gone missing down the bottom end. And Dave Beresford has taken over. Junior Wayman also gone missing. Wayman limps through down the home straight. It's a flat front tyre that's put pay to Junior Wayman's hopes. And it's Dave Beresford the leader. Wayman still in second place in 515. This looks like Beresford through on the home straight in 260. And it's 215 Jeff Nichols in second place. 272 Andy Hodgson third. Junior Wayman is still fourth in 515. Paul Harrison is fifth in number 2, and it's halfway this time. And it could be that Beresford's in trouble on the turnstile bend as we come to the halfway. They're coming and going over on that far side. Who's going to come through at the halfway? It's Jeff Nichols, 215. From Andy Hodgson in 272. That's the 1-2 through and gone up the halfway. Junior Wayman on that flat front tyre still up there in the top 3. Dave Beresford's onto the infield and out of the race. So 215, Jeff Nichols the leader. Andy Hodgson right there with him in 272. Paul Harrison moves up a place in number 2. He's gone third now. And the rest of them are well and truly spread out. And 272 Andy Hodgson has taken over the lead. And Junior Wayman is about to be black flagged with that front wheel running on the rim. So the top 3, it's Hodgson 272, Nichols 215, and Harrison number 2. There's Hodgson and there's Nichols. They go through down towards the pits turn. And there's Harrison just about a quarter of a lap behind them. And it's 33, Peter Fowling in 4th place. We're motoring through the second half of this grand final, and they've got 5 to run next time. And Oggie's gone, he's lost it down on the pit turn, the 272 car in lead position, spun himself, he's got his work cut out now. Jeff Nichols, 215, has taken over the lead yet again. And they're going to get the 5 to 1 signal as they come through this time. With 5 to run, the leader is 215, Jeff Nichols. It looks as though Hodgson's gone again, so it's second place, Paul Harrison, number 2. And looking back to third now, it looks to be 33, Peter Folding. Jamie Potter spins on the turnstile bend exit. So Nichols leads, Harrison second, Folding third. In fourth, it's 96, Glyn Daft. And Jeff Nichols is a quarter of a lap clear in the 215 car. It's Paul Harrison, number 2, who's trying to get with him. Peter Folding's third in 33. There's Nichols, gone through, down towards the pits third in 215. And there's Harrison, who's lost quite a bit of ground on that lap over Nichols. Folding third, Glyn Daft fourth in 96. Behind them, it looks as though it's Mark Webster, 226, and they're now the only ones on the lead lap. Andy Hodgson trying to unlap himself on the pits turn. Jeff Nichols in 215 could well be trying to keep Hodgson out, not knowing that Hodgson is now a lap down on the charts. Through the turnstile bend, they're on the home straight. And Nichols is through again in 215, and he's on his last. In the grand final, a World Championship qualifier. He's down the back straight for the last time. He's only got to avoid back marker problems and get safely around turns 3 and 4 as he goes into that turnstile bend. Coming back into the home straight through the smoke in the parking lot on the turnstile bend, and Jeff Nichols is going to win tonight's grand final. Nichols takes it in 215. We're looking for the minor places to come through. Paul Harrison over the line to take second. John Lund's gone missing on his last lap. Peter Folding has finished third in 33. Glyn Daft over the line to take fourth in 96. And who are the rest of the finishers? Well, Gary Walker's over the line, and so is Andy Hodgson and Ian Platts. And Mark Webster over the line, and we'll just keep them going, and John Lund has completed the distance now. Now we just see if anyone else is going to emerge from the chaos that was the grand final. And that's Emma Starter Reds, please. From Melton Mowbray in Leicestershire, it's the car and the driver 215, Jeff Nichols. Yes. That's because it's quite mucky out there. We thank them all for keeping going with the entertainment. There's the green flag, 20 on the grid we've settled for, and away they go. Good luck to Jeff Nichols with a 1 lap handicap from the front in 215. We've lost Tony Smith, who's got a particular liking for that barrel down there tonight. So it's once or twice he's been having away that barrel. Phil Whittinger 177 and possibly Gareth Bott 41 it is, who've tangled up going down to the pits turn. Someone else in trouble down there, and in fact quite a few of them in trouble now. And the leader comes through, and it's Mike Ives in 236 from Jamie Potter in 164. I think that's Barry Heath, caught a barrel down on the pit bend infield in 343. There's 2 or 3 other cars around him. And Tony Smith again has a look at that barrel down on the infield. And there's the leader, Michael Ives, 236 from Andy Hodgson now in 272. 164, Jamie Potter down to third. Down the leaders, Stu through again down the home straight. 236 and 272. And Andy Hodgson leads them through again in 272. John Lawn second in 441, and then Jamie Potter third in 164. And then Rob Marcy 167, and then behind them 33 Peter Foley, and that's the top five. It's halfway next time round for 272. Andy Hodgson, John Lawn, Jamie Potter and Rob Marcy are the next in line. Rob Moss lost a bit of ground on that lap. Bit of folding battle with Paul Harrison, I think that is, and in fact it's Beresford. And at the halfway, Andy Hodgson's gone through in 272, pursued by 441, John Lawn. Bit of folding in third place in 33. Rob Moss next in 167. And Beresford on his own this time through in 260. And looks to be a problem with the back end of the Paul Harrison car. So Andy Hodgson 272, lead car. And they've got 5 to run next time. Hodgson made a couple of crucial mistakes in the final which cost him any chance he had. So far he's not put a wheel wrong in very testing conditions, and he comes into the home straight leading with 5 to run. Last time round it was Rob Moss who'd gone second in 167 and John Lawn third in 441. We're looking for them coming through, and there's Moss and there's Lawn. They go through second and third, and Peter Folding fourth in 33, and Dave Beresford fifth in 260, and Mark Webster sixth in 226. No one else is still on the lead lap. Harrison limps away onto the infield with a buckled back wheel. Spin out round the circuit, but Andy Hodgson leading the way in 272. He's been there from lap 4, and we're into the closing stages now. And there's Hodgson through again and down to the pit stand, threatening now to lap the driver who's 7th placed, and the last one on the lead lap, Mark Webster in 226. It's still Rob Moss second, John Lawn third, Peter Folding fourth. But in fact it isn't, because John Lawn has gone past Rob Moss now. So Lawn moves into second place in 441. And the last lap board is out for Hodgson in 272. He goes down to the pits turn, he's half a lap clear. And it's John Lawn in second place, 441. Rob Moss third, 167. Peter Folding fourth, 33. Dave Beresford fifth, 260. The checker flag is being got ready to greet Andy Hodgson. And there it is, and Hodgson wins the Stock Score Grand National Heat. John Lawn takes second place in 441. Rob Moss finishes third with Peter Folding 4 and Dave Beresford 5. Mark Webster goes over the line, and the other finishers include Steve Lewin in 129, Jeff Nichols 215. And then it looks to be Gareth Barton, Michael Ives and Barry Heath, and they're probably the only ones. And that's it, the starter, Reds please. Up the halfway John Soach in third. Lindau's running for 4 mile of 5. They're the only ones on the lead lap. So Hodgson round the east end. Whilst the Neil Smith car has been on this race. He's still down the home straight with 4 to run. Jeff Coleman holding in for with a blue back tyre on the 439 car. Andy Hodgson clear of the field in the 272 car. Alan Jackson second in 42. John Soach third in 159. And that's the way they run as we go through the closing stages. The only battles going on way down the minor places. Prize money down the line to 8th place. So those battles are relevant. And Gary Corn and Wayne Handley have been having a tussle, but Handley's got the better of that in 378. In the meantime, on the home straight, Andy Hodgson goes to his last lap in 272. Alan Jackson in second. And John Soach car slowing down in these closing stages. Could be that he's going to lose third to Lindau. Checker flag's about to go out on the home straight, and Andy Hodgson takes it in 272. Alan Brown's onto the infield. Alan Jackson does take second, and John Soach is joining him on the infield. Not going to complete the distance, which means Lindau comes over the line in third. And we just keep them going whilst the rest of them get their finishing position down. Shane Durrell, 481 Bill Morris. All drivers were booked into the race this afternoon but had to cancel due to damage received last night. The final winner at Scunthorpe Raceway last night was Blue Top Jeff Nichols, 215 from Melton Mowbray. Good win for him there. Just waiting for the all clear on the home straight now to get them rolling for April for the Formula Ones. White top in the lineup, but I did miss on the call over. That's 200 Owen Brown. We're under starters orders for 8, 2 and 16 racing laps to come. And that's the lane, the race is on. So away they go, and it's Paul Marlowe takes them up towards the first turn in 183. Richard Pratt making an early forward move in 162. And the boss of the race is Andy Weld in 247. Things settle down and they come through at the end of the first. The mile of the leader in 183 from Gary Corn, 345 at Owen Brown in 200. Down the west end they go and onto the back straight. Now Richard Pratt moves through into third in 162, hotly pursued by Gary Corn in 41. Andy Weld still the leading Weld. He's under pressure from behind by David Toulson in 86. And then Paul Harrison in number 2. The leader in 183 from Richard Pratt on second there in 162, Gareth Rock third in 41. David Toulson moves in front of the other two Reds, Paul Harrison and Andy Webb. Upwards flying on that east end, Owen Brown still there. Andy Webb takes advantage of that situation to reach out Paul Harrison and David Toulson. Meantime, at the end of the back straight, Gareth Rock 41 making a bid to go past Richard Pratt. And they're both chasing Paul Marlowe in lead position in 183. But up to the west end they go, and Barton's taken over the lead now in 41. Pratt in second place, Marlowe third, and way back in fourth was one up to number 20. Going down car, rolls around the east end next to the leaders come by, 41, 162 and 183. again, heading to turn 3 and 4. 41 goes by the leader. 162 Richard Platt in second. 1834 Marlow in third. They come through down the Hampstead in fourth place. It's number 2152 4 in sixth David Wilson, 7 Les Spencer, and 8 Andy Webb. Halfway next time with Gareth Platt, the leader in 41. He still hasn't shaken off the challenge of Richard Platt in 164. Well, hasn't got a problem. The number 2 car goes away to the infield. And at the halfway, it's Gareth Platt 41 in the lead, and Richard Platt in 162. 3 and 3rd at the halfway. It's 100 number 20 with Paul Marlon 4th in 183. In 50, 36, David Wilson and 62, 47 Andy Webb. In 7th, Mike James in 417 and 8 in 73, Rob Cowley. And 9th and 10th at the halfway, with Spencer and Glendown. Gareth Platt, that market problem to worry about yet. He's now attending to that. Glendown coming off the east end and from the home straight. 41 Gareth Platt still leads. They've got just 5 to 1 next time. Round 41 the lead there, 162 second. Number 21, Hunter third. He's coming out of pressure now from 4th place, David Wilson in 86. 3rd and 4th place battle comes off the 4th bend and onto the home straight. They're half a lap down on the lead car. It's still 41 Gareth Platt. Stargate drivers in this one making no impressions. Wayne Hamlin spins away, going the backside around the back straight in 378. He's so far away onto the infield. And as the lap roars for showing, it's Gareth Platt still cleared in 41. It's through the room for him as he came through this time, with Richard Platt still second. David Wilson gone third in 86. 4th is 100 number 20. In 5th is Rob Cowley. 6th Andy Webb. 7th Paul Marlow. Les Spencer has moved 3 to 8, which drops Mike James out of a qualifying place as they run at the moment. Mike James now in danger of being lapped by Gareth Platt as they go around the east end again. So he's lapping them up tonight for the lead man, Gareth Platt in 41, and he's through and on his last, round the west bend and into the back straight, just goes out wide there on that west bend. Puts Mike James a lap down as he heads for the last bend in heat 2. Coming through off turn 4 and on the home straight, and there's the second, and Gareth Platt went for in 41. Second man home is Richard Platt in 162. Finishing third is David Wilson, over the line in 4th place, it's Ron Hunter. Rob Cowley crosses the line in 5th. Andy Webb home 6th, 4 miles 7, Les Spencer 8. So that's the finish lap down on the leader. In Staffordshire, and ready and willing to have a crack at lots of meetings this season, and hopefully we should be seeing him on a regular basis here at the raceway. So it looks as though we're almost ready to go then. Just as soon as we get the all clear, we'll send them on the roller for heat 3. at the moment, showing 2 men who are past masters of success at the raceway. Keith Hill. He's in second place and chasing the white top leader, John Say 2159. Sage goes around the east bend and comes back to the home straight. Sage the leader, Jane Bean second in 409, John Lunn third, Peter Folding 4, Nigel Wharton up in the fifth in 422. Junior Wayman moving through in 515. He's on the back end of the lead pack, about half a lap behind the leader. And Sage in lead position now, coming under pressure. From Jane Bean in 409. And off the west end in front of the grandstand, Jane Bean hits the front in 409. And at the moment she's leaving London falling behind her. 134 while they put in the car to the inside and out of the race. It's halfway next time and Jane Bean leads the way in 409 from John Lund 53 and Peter Folding 33. Jeff Coleman grinding to a whole round by the westbound wall in 439 and 22. Rothwell, William Yarrow goes by in third as Jane Bean leads from third and halfway in 409. John Lund second, being pushed along by Peter Folding third. Nigel Wharton going well in fourth. In behind them is Russ Humphrey fifth. Next in line the early leader John Sace and Junior Wayman and Steve Evans and Phil Wilton. And right past the only other one on the lead lap in 167, but he's now done a lap down to the race leader Jane Bean. Bean goes up around the east bend, coming back to her home straight. Clear of the field. Folding Wharton and Lund battling it out amongst themselves, but it's only second place they're battling for, and it's 5 to 1 next time. So with Jane Bean clear, it's Folding, Wharton and Lund battling it out for second place. They're beginning to drop John Lund, so it's a Wharton-Folding battle that's going on. And the new car of Nigel Wharton proving to be everything he hoped it would be. As it goes, it's the new car of race leader Jane Bean. She's coming off the east bend and down the home straight with 4 to run. Folding and Wharton continue their battle for second place with John Lund some way back behind him in fourth now, and a long gap back to John Sachs, Junior Wayman and Steve Evans, and Russell Clear, Mark Webster roll down the places. Nigel Wharton now trying to get the better of Peter he's gone past him. Junior Wayman having a battle with John Sage, and Folding and Wharton really having a set too. It's a battle for second. Race leader Jane Bean has got 2 to run. Wharton made his move, but he's holding Folding behind. There's a battle of what's going on here this afternoon with the wildfire early in the year. These drivers trying to show their colours early in the season. And Folding and Lund must go back to the drawing board as Jane Bean leads from Nigel Wharton down the Hampshire towards the west end. We're on the last in heat 3 and it's 309 Jane Bean the leader. Nigel Wharton clear of Folding in second place. Other turns 3 and 4 for the last time and Jane Bean is going to come through and take the checkered. Jane Bean wins heat 3. Second over the line it's Nigel Wharton with Peter Folding finishing third. John Lund closely enough to finish fourth. And the minus 25 is coming through Junior Wayman and Steve Evans and 108 John Sage in the ex-Dale Chandler car and having a good season. Oh, that's on line 226 and that's the weekend afterwards. And they are led off by Neil Smith 507 and 538 Ian Bagot, 439 Jeff Coleman and 200 Owen Brown. Those are the 4 whites. The yellows are Eric Graveling, Wayne Handley and Glyn Daft. The blues, William Yarrow, Wally Pitton and Mark Webster. The reds, Russ Humphrey, Paul Harrison, Mike James and novice driver at the back, Christine Burke in 302. That's it, we're under starters orders for the consolation race for the Formula Ones. That's the green flag and race is on. Looking for 10 cars to go through from this one. If indeed we get that many finishes, Glyn Daft hooks up on the back end of Eric Graveling as they get away across the start line. And Owen Brown is climbed up onto the west 5:07 with Jeff Coleman second in 4:39 and Ian Baygot third in 5:38. Running fourth is Wayne Handley with William Yarrow fifth and Mike James sixth. The 417 car of Mike James was without brakes in the heat early on, which was the reason that he was well down the field. He's certainly got brakes now. Paul Harrison was lost, the number 2 car on the infield, and that will be a disappointment for him. No World Championship points today. So Neil Smith leads in 5:07 from Jeff Coleman in 4:39 and Wayne Handley in 3:78. So Ian Bay got down to 4th. Mike James up into 5th in 4:17. Carmack special that we saw over a couple of occasions towards the end of last year when it was in its trial period. Now looks to be passing its trial with fast colours. It's 417 chasing the lead cars round the east end. Well, 2 cars out of Pullman down the home straight. And Christine Burke taking to the outside with the car not sounding too healthy. Neil Smith the leader. Mike James closing on him now. Wayne Handley third. Again, down the home straight, 5:07, 4:17 and 3:78. Jeff Coleman and Christine Burke both starts up on the West End grandstand. Mike James in the lead in 4:17. It will be halfway next time round. Another retirement from this race is Wally Bizzle in 1:34. Christine Burke on the infield and out of the race as the halfway stage is reached with Mike James the leader in 4:17. In second is Wayne Handley in 3:78 with Neil Smith third in 5:07. In behind them it's number 22 William Yarrow. Behind them 96 Scunthorpe and Mark Webster 2:26 and Eric Clover in 3:15. And another star man on the infield and out of the race is Russ Humphrey in 1:13. An efficient rate in this one, 2 roads and a blue amongst the cars that have gone out of the race. Well, the low graders benefit race as we go through the second half. They've got just 5 to run next time. And Mike James clear off the field in 4:17. Wayne Handley about a quarter of a lap behind him in 3:78, running in second place. William Yarrow comes through third in 22, behind him it's Scunthorpe 96. Neil Smith looks as though he's got a tyre problem on the 5:07 car. Still running in a place but under pressure from Mark Webster in 2:26. And Mike James just taking a steady drive out front by a quarter of a lap as we go through the closing stages of the consolation race. 96 Scunthorpe has gone to the fence going off the west end. He was in the top places, but he's losing ground over there. That looks as though he's going way on the infield. There's a 2 to run for Mike James. And in fact only about 7 cars left running, so it's going to be all those running at the end of qualifying for the final now. With the last lap board about to show to Mike James in 4:17. And Neil Smith had a back axle problem earlier on this afternoon. Could be that it's developing again. He's still hanging on and moving around the track. The checkered flag's about to go out for Mike James in 4:17. So Mike James wins the consolation race. Going through behind him Wayne Handley and William Yarrow. Mark Webster got to be next over the line, and the other finishers will be Neil Smith, Ian Baygot and Eric Clover. That's about it, just 7 of them. It's Mike James and the full check for When Jane Bean and Nigel Wharton left them trailing in heat 3. We shall soon know the answer to that one. Fast man amongst the blues, Gareth up. They've all got to be caught, and there's the green. We shall soon find out as they go after the 20 racing laps. Getting very greasy now, and it's Palmer releasing down the back straight first time. Neil Smith's got a problem, 507. He's out wide by the fence. Andy Webb and Junior Wayman have lost ground on the west end, so it's Mark Weston. The leaders come through. Up they go to the west end with one lap completed, and Palmer leads the way. Wide through from Andy Hodgson in 272. Ian Baygot fine through, he's just took the fence on the west end. And Jane Bean motioning for hard, and that's the Spencer over the wall on the east end curve with the Jane Bean front bumper. The Peter Fulton's got a drop on the left of the Rabbit in 43. Neil Smith put the in for down the back straight, and already Andy Hodgson making his presence felt. He's up front in 272. Three in second is 42 Alan Jackson with John Sage third, 4 mile of 4. Peter 45, Gareth Box 6, Jane Bean 7. And over Fulton 8, and John London, Michael Water over the way back at the moment. Comes through down the Hednesford, in the lead in 272. Jackson next, and then Folding, who looks to be fully everybody in the heat because he's most of all in this one. And he's through the third place. Another 20, Warren Hunter cuts the wall right over in front of race control. Very closing goes away with the infield in 315. 98 Red Spencer parking up as well. Andy Hodgson leads the way in 272. Peter Folding comes second in 33. Alan Jackson running over to third in 42. Behind there is Shane Bean in fourth. Glenn Stark 5. David Thurston 6. Nigel Wharton 7. And John Lunn way out of touch in 53. So Folding is the man trying to catch the other top corner. Andy Hodgson in 272. They come off turn 4 and they're down the head straight. Hodgson through the lead and Folding in second. The other top Alan Jackson still running in third in 42. It's Shane Bean fourth. She's got the better of Gareth Bock and dropped him down to fifth. He's on the closest down to fifth place. David Fulton in 86. And behind them, Nigel Wharton still running forward in 422. And John Stokes holding out of the top 8 place in 159. All the time, Peter Foley in 33 is wearing down the lead that Andy Hodgson's got. And Matt Gulikers in front of Hodgson this time on the home straight. They will be halfway next time, and Hodgson loses a little time there, getting past those back markers. Peter Foley on his back markers, they go to the east end. There's Hodgson in 272 from 40 and 43, and up the halfway, Jane Bean is battling with Alan Jackson for third. Hodgson leads them third halfway, with Peter Foley second and Jane Bean going third. It's Alan Jackson 4 and Nigel Wharton 5, David Thurston 6. In behind him, it's Gareth Bock 7 and Julian Wayman 8. John Lundy's 9, he completing the top 10, it's Wayne Handley. And that's how they went through with 10 of the 20 laps gone. Robbins up in the fence on the west end. We've got a little yellow car that a flash fire underneath it. 4 miles to go with 183. We got caution, the yellow's a call for. We got caution. And that fire underneath the William yellow car not going out, so the yellow's come out. We go caution in the lead car is Andy Hodgson in 272. I beg your pardon, it's Peter Foley in 33. Foley in 33 is the race leader, and we've come into a period of caution. That car still got a fire underneath it, up on the west end. The lead car is Peter Foley in 33. The lead car is 33. The car has now rolled down from the position in the fence. But we're sorting that problem out up there. So we get the 22 car away onto the infield out of harm's way. 4 retirements, cars parked up on the infield. The 22 car going to be a 5th. And the order of the cars on the charts is as you see them on track, certainly as far back as John Lunn, possibly beyond there. And we have the all clear. And that's the wheel, back racing. Going forward on the 53 car, emerging from the back to chase that top 4. He's being chased by David Thompson. It's run hard on the east end. They've got 5 to run next time. Down the home straight they come. 5 next time, and it's Warden who's gone to the front now, dropping forward into second with Chambers third and Hodgson 4 and John Lund 5, and that's how they went through with 5 to run. 4:22, Nigel Warden has the lead. Going clear from 33 to 40. 86 David Wilson has pulled out of the race. And it's Warden the leader, 40 is also got a better because Chambers has regained second in 209. Holding car losing time. And it's Warden who's third. Green. Holding in third. Andy Hodgson 4, John Lund 5, Gareth Buck 6, behind him Wayne Handley, Junior Wayman, Rod Cowie, but early also runs on this one. And Nigel Warden is third of the field in 4:22. Here Vega is bulked up on the left end by the wall in 5:38. Well back down 159 John Sagecan. He rolls down the Umslow looking for a place to park. Just to the right for Nigel Warden. He's looking off over there to make it a try. Off over there to the raceway. Here the back slow he goes, about a lap and a half away from winning the World Championship qualifier. Chambers still chasing him in 309. John Lund closing over the time. He's fourth there, putting pressure on Porter Foley. And there's the last lap order for Warden. Foley has been dropped to fourth. But it's Mark Mellow there, down to turn 3 and 4 on the last lap and coming back to the home straight. And Nigel Warden wins the qualifying round at Hempstead Raceway. Second across the line is Chambers, finishing third is John Lund and fourth Porter Foley. And then behind them comes Andy Hodgson fifth. Rob Cowie 6th and Junior Wayman 7, Gareth Buck 8 and Andy Webb 9 and Alan Jackson 10. And that's the top French score and that's the wicket. And 2 more trophies to present. The Supporters Club trophy from all the Raceway fans for 1990 goes to John Lund, as indeed does the Hednesford Raceway Formula 1 Points Championship for 1990. 2 trophies being collected by John. So well done to John, who of course, at the moment he's not at the top of the Hednesford Raceway points chart, but that isn't to say he might be come November. We shall see. The top three on their victory lap then. For your appreciation, third place, John Lund, runner-up Train Bean, and this afternoon's grand final winner, 422, Nigel Wharton. Here at Hednesford for future meetings this season. Our next meeting for the Formula One stock cars comes in the middle of April here at the raceway, Sunday the 14th, and hot stocks and mini stocks on the programme with them. In the meantime, we're all back here at the raceway on Easter Monday, 2 o'clock start, the Easter Extravaganza, National Hot Rod Spring Classic Stock Rods, Bombers. That's here on Easter Monday, 2 o'clock start time. Birmingham Wheels next Saturday night, hot stocks, bangers and mini stocks. And on the Formula One scene, next weekend's action is at Long Eaton Stadium between Nottingham and Derby on Saturday evening, starting at 7 o'clock. And up in the northeast of England at Hartlepool Stadium on Sunday afternoon, starting at 2 o'clock. Back to this afternoon, we'll end the starters' orders for the last one of the day. 16 racing laps ahead of them. And that's the green, the race is on. Coming off the east bend, car number 20, Steve Evans collects, and one or two Stars Road drivers in trouble. And we're going red. The red flags are going out. The reds are called for with that trap blockage on the east bend exits, and we sort things out up there.
Complete restart, 2 minutes for anybody who wants to repair any car.
A complete restart, and the steward has announced that anyone who wants to repair a car will have 2 minutes in which to do so. There's at least one flat tire I can see, so 2 minutes is the signal given by the steward. Complete restart, they will all be lined up again. Now the cars are rolling, now coming under starters' orders. An incident up on the West Bend requires the red flags to come out immediately. And just gone halfway, so the race will be restarted in the order they were in at the time of the stoppage. It's, if you could just pull them up behind Gazbot on the start-finish line. And the lap chart's now being checked. The order they were in at the time of the stoppage will be passed down to the start-finish line. And of course, unlike a restart from a road yellow situation, this time the cars will be moved completely into the positions they are in on the lap charts. We're just checking those positions at the moment. And the news from the West Bend is that the driver requiring attention is Christine Burke, the driver of the 302 car. But it would appear that other than a little bit winded and a little bit dazed, Christine is okay. Christine making a Formula 1 raceway debut this afternoon and requiring attention up there, but otherwise okay, we're pleased to say. So we have a complete restart for the remaining 7 or so laps in the Stock Score Grand National Heats. And the positions on track are exactly as they appear on the charts. Just correcting my earlier statement, John Sage in fact is a lap down and shouldn't be where he is 159, and also Paul Marler White 3, both are not with the leading group.
Yeah.
That's the way we go back racing. Makes a bit to go past Gallipot and into the lead. Peter Fording coming in a rush now in 33, so Shane being the leader in 309. And they have 5 to run next time out. 309 the leader, 33 Peter Fording is second and 247, Andy Webb is third. Gallipot down to 4 to 41. Paul Hanson moving through in number 2, and John Lund not far behind him in 53. Is passed up on the West Bend, which is cool. One or two of them out in this race. 183 Paul Marler steaming away, but passed up on the infield, and with 4 to run is Shane Bean in 309. Peter Fording second in 33. Clark is back in the first place in 41. And Andy Webb looks as though he's going away with the infield 247 and out of the race. So with 3 to run, Shane Bean completes another lap. Peter Fording second, Gareth off third and 4 hours and 4. John Lund with his customary late rush through the results is up in the 50 and 53. The rest of them well strung out. That marker Mark Webster in between first and second hours at half turn 4. And Jane Bean's still the leader. Peter Fording second in 33. Looks like the one lap to last sign as Jane Bean comes through down the Hansfeld into the West End for the last time. Ready for a second win of the afternoon, just turns 3 and 4 to see the negotiate. And around the bend she comes, into the Hansfeld, and it's win number